Hi everybody! Thanks again for tuning in to another cooking video from the Pakora Explorer, or as most people know me, Chantal. It's really great to have you here. In case you're watching this months down the line, we are still in lockdown, so it's still that quite a strange experience that we've got going on here. So I am doing these cooking demonstrations from my kitchen. I live by myself, so I don't have anyone to hold the camera or move it in to get some great angles, so I hope you're going to bear with me. But my whole aim is to show you how you can make some delicious meals at home, quickly, easily, using our spice blends. But of course, if you don't have our spice blends at home, just showing you some of the ingredients that go into the different dishes that we have. Before we get on with today's recipe, just a reminder of our 5 spices that we have in the range. So we have our Sabzi Masala, which means vegetable, and this is the one we're going to be using today, so I'm going to go through that in a little bit more detail. We also have one for chicken, fish. We also have one for rice, and of course our hero, our garam masala, which was my grandmother's recipe, and she passed that to my mum and my mum passed it down to me. But all of the spices are from family recipes, so you know, whether it's my mum's quick chicken curry or my dad's fish recipe, they're all from family recipes, so no one has these. And just to say, you know, we make these fresh every week, so we roast the spices that need roasting, we grind them, and we make them fresh and we blend them by hand as well, so they're just right. But for today, we're going to be using the Sabzi Masala. It's a Wednesday night in lockdown, halfway through the week, and believe me, I am looking forward to the weekend. But you get to that point in the week where you just want something quick, easy. The weather's also turned. It was really nice and sunny a couple of days ago, but now it's a bit cooler and it's been raining, so I just want some carbs and I just want some comfort food. So what am I going to be making today? Well, actually, I'm going to make something so easy, but I'm just going to jazz it up a little bit. So I call them my Wednesday wedges because I absolutely love potato wedges. But right now, just the thought of going out to get food, obviously not a good idea, and they're obviously limiting your chances to go to the shops. So I'm going to make them at home. Quite simply, we've just got some lovely, great white potatoes. To be honest, I just pick up any potatoes that I can find in the supermarket at the moment. I'm sure there are better potatoes that you can use for wedges, but right now with availability, it's take what you can get. I just have some olive oil as well, and this is my Sabzi Masala. So Sabzi meaning vegetable in Urdu, and this just, oh, the smell of this is just incredible. So in case you wanted this at home, obviously all of the ingredients are on the packet, but the core ingredients here are turmeric. We also have curry leaf in here, there's fried onions as well, but you know, just smelling this, I just know my wedges are going to taste amazing. So let's get started. So all I've done is I've peeled my potatoes, and normally what you can do is you can keep the peelings, and as long as they're clean you can make them into potato chips, but I'm going to show you that on another recipe. So yeah, potato peelings, keep them and make them into potato chips. And all I'm doing just now is I'm just cutting my potato into wedges. Now you can make them as thick or as thin as you like. Try and get them even so that they cook evenly when you are doing them. So our Sabzi Masala, which as I said before, it means vegetable in Urdu. It's got so many great flavours in here, and it's just, the smell on this is just incredible. So I think I've said this before, but in case you're maybe a first time viewer, I wouldn't eat vegetables as a child, and so this is how my mum found a way to get me to eat vegetables. All of the ingredients are on the back when you do purchase the packet, but there's dried fenugreek, there's mustard seed powder, there's turmeric, cumin, garlic powder, fried onions, curry leaves and dried mint as well. So it's just a flavour combination, but the smell is just incredible. So we're going to be using some of this on our Wednesday wedges. With your potatoes are chopped, here is where the magic happens. So as you can see, I have very bright colourful bowls. Maybe one day I'll have my own product range with bowls and plates and who knows what. So in your bowl, just take a teaspoon of olive oil. In fact, I'm just going to use 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Now the reason I'm just saying teaspoons is because I don't really measure things. I can pour, I can chop, I just know how much to use, but I'm just trying to give you a kind of reference that you can use. But of course, just feel free to add the olive oil that you want. What you want to see is you want to see the potatoes all nicely coated with the oil there, you see, but you don't want to have too much there. And then quite simply, with your Sabzi Masala, oh, it's going to be heavenly. Again, just take your teaspoon and you can see it covers it quite nicely. And what I would do is, before adding any more, because a little goes a long way, is just give it a mix just to make sure that it's coated, because you might not need any more. Now I'm actually going to put just a tiny bit more, but that's just because it's my personal preference. So I'm just going to mix that all up nice, and look at that. Look how beautiful and coated they are. I wish there was something as smell-o-vision, because it's going to be amazing. Now, when I'm doing my wedges, I actually like to use a pizza tray, because the air gets right through the holes and that helps crisp up the potatoes, but obviously you want to be careful that it doesn't stick. So I just take a little bit of oil, and despite the fact that this says it's a non-stick pizza tray, well, you just never know, but I'm just taking really just a small amount of oil and putting that all over the base, because you obviously don't want it to come through, so just a very tiny amount. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to take your potato wedges, scatter them all over the tray, just give it a nice shake, make sure you've not left anything behind. There we go. Now, you're welcome to add salt and pepper if you wish, but just remember that there is salt already in the masala. There isn't pepper, but I think you've got enough of the spice or the flavour that you can just add that afterwards. So here's what it looks like when you add your potatoes to the tray. Now, all that's left to do is get them in the oven. This will show you how much of a cook that I am, because I actually quite literally cook everything on 200 degrees. I don't know why. I mean, I occasionally put it a bit higher if I'm like, you know, really desperate for it to get cooked, but I cook everything on 200 degrees, so it's going to go in my oven at 200 degrees. So just a reminder, our spice blends are available. Just visit our website www.pakoraexplorer.co.uk. There's 5 of them in the set, and we have special offers where you can buy 5 for the price of 4, or even get 3 for £10, which would usually be £12. So just visit www.pakoraexplorer.co.uk. So I've put it into my oven at 200 degrees, and that's going to take about maybe 20-25 minutes, but it's all going to depend on the size of the potato, obviously how hot your oven is as well. So what I would say is keep an eye, and what you also want to do is you want to be turning them halfway through, just so that you can get both sides nice and golden brown. So about 20-25 minutes. As I said, remember to turn your wedges halfway through. So I've just taken these out of the oven and I've just turned them over. As you can see, look at them, they're getting really nice and crisp, but they're still not quite cooked through yet. And a few of them stuck to the pan like I thought they would. So back in the oven they go, probably for about another 10, maybe 12 minutes or so. So I'm now in selfie mode, because I've taken my wedges out of the oven and I just want to be able to show you what they look like, and they smell absolutely amazing. So watch this. Look how delicious these are. So they're lovely and crisp, lovely and brown. There's a few nice burnty bits that I'm going to eat. That tastes so good. And just a way to check if your wedges are cooked, don't know if this is a professional way to do it, but let's face it, we're home cooked, is you just take a knife and make sure it just goes all the way through nice and cooked, and also just making sure that everything's cooked through. So there you have it, our Wednesday wedges, quick, easy, and all made from scratch using our Sabzi Masala. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, if you would like to purchase the Sabzi Masala or any of the other masalas or spiced chai tea in the range, please just visit www.pakoraexplorer.co.uk. Thanks very much. See you next time.